Hi guys, welcome to another Transfer Centre video by myself, Bateson87. Today we're looking at the daily transfers between basically Wednesday and maybe Tuesday and now. And we do these every Monday and Friday, guys. The next one will be on Monday, looking at all the weekend's transfers and stuff. So we're basically playing catch-up today on a lot of the transfers which have gone through. A lot of them have paused, and a lot of players leaving their clubs or wanting to leave as well, as we always do cover them in the videos. Now, if you guys do want MSP, PSN codes or cheat game codes, go and check out g2a.com. Their link is down below. If we try and hit over 5,000 likes, that'd be brilliant. And also, guys, presumably when this video goes live, I'll be streaming on twitch.tv/Bateson87HD. The link is down below, guys. Go and drop a follow on the stream, and you can watch me play FUT Champions throughout the next couple of days if you guys are interested in seeing that. Now, with this, there's also been a question of how I do build these squad builders, and the answer is, guys, I do them on FUTWiz. Now, I'm going to briefly show you, and it's going to be a little bit distorted. If we move over to FUTWiz's website, guys, they've got something which you guys may be interested in, which is Team of the Season Fatal, a hub where you guys can have a look at all the information. You can see the episode 0, and then you've got links to the player profiles as well, where you can get involved in voting and also check out the YouTubers' videos, not just mine, but everybody else is in there, guys. So a little bit of a shout out there for you guys to go and check out the Fatal hub on FUTWiz, and also you can do the custom builder and stuff like that. But the main talking point today, guys, is transfers. Dani Alves has been speculated to be joining Manchester City for a very, very long time, and Juventus today and Dani Alves today also confirmed that they are mutually parting ways, as I think Dani Alves was a free transfer to Juventus, and I think he's thoroughly now going to be lined up for a City wing-back position in the next season. So he's no longer a Juventus player, and hopefully, guys, soon will be a Premier League player. Just shame it's for Manchester City, who are going to have a very, very dangerous squad in this upcoming season. Next one we've got is one which was talked about quite a lot this week. A lot of moaning Manchester United fans saying, why are we getting Nemanja Matic? Like, he's not that good. But the one thing you are going to get if this transfer does go through, Nemanja Matic has been around in the Premier League for a very, very long time. He's experienced in the Premier League. You're not getting someone from a different league who comes in, and it's a bit 50-50 whether he's going to settle in or do the business, you know. At least if you're getting Nemanja Matic, he's coming from Chelsea. He's won numerous Premier League titles, and I think he would sit perfectly into the Manchester United midfield. As much as I don't like to say that, being a Liverpool fan, I honestly think Matic would be a huge signing for you. The only problem that you do have, guys, is his age. He's getting on a little bit now, but he's still doing the business for Chelsea and scoring amazing goals as well. That screamer last season was ridiculous. So I think this is a good signing, but definitely, guys, I do want to get your thoughts and opinions on all the transfers that you do see in this video, and this definitely is going to be one of the major talking points, as it's been going on for a few weeks now, but came to a head earlier on this week. Next one we've got Onyekuru. He was potentially going to be signing for Arsenal, and subject to a work permit, guys, he is going to be signing for Everton, a fast left midfielder in Ultimate Team. Got a Team of the Season card as well. Be interested to see how he does settle on, or how he's going to work at Everton, but this one could go through pretty soon, pending the work permit, which he will need for the Premier League. Next one we got, guys, is Pepe. This one's been going on for a while as well. We've not seen him in the Real Madrid shirt for a very, very long time, and it's getting close to agreeing terms with him joining PSG now, which will be pretty sweet for the game itself. Two high-rated centre-backs at PSG with obviously Marquinhos and Silva, but it's looking like Pepe could come in and join that bunch as well. So a pretty good one for Ultimate Team with that. Next one we've got, guys, is Salvatore SIRIGU. He went to the Spanish. He went from PSG to the Spanish league on loan, and then he went back to PSG recently, and then they've mutually agreed to terminate the contracts, guys, and now he is a goalkeeper for Torino. Now, this is an interesting one, because this is working on something which is going round as a bit of a rumour in the community at the moment, which is FUT birthday cards are getting released in the next couple of weeks. You guys may have seen the Daily Knockout, which happens on 10th of July. FUT birthday cards are going to be back in the game. You guys can win a FUT birthday card from the Daily Knockout tournament, and it's going to be interesting to see whether a SIRIGU card is going to be at Torino, and there's also a lot of interest with the scare cards as well, that they're going to be re-released into SBCs. So yeah, that one's one for the game itself. Next one we've got, guys, is John Terry. Birmingham, Aston Villa have been chasing him, trying to get his signature. This weekend is when his contract does finish with Chelsea. So it's looking like John Terry is going to become an Aston Villa player direct from leaving Chelsea when his contract does expire. Do you think that's a good move for him? The next one we've got, guys, is Banega. doing all right at Inter Milan. It's looking like Inter Milan have agreed terms with Sevilla to make him return back to the La Liga, and this card will be coming to Ultimate Team. Well, not this card, but a base card will become to Ultimate Team. Pretty good transfer, in my opinion. Next one we've got, guys, is Naby Keita. Liverpool were after him for a long time. Then he wasn't for sale. Then Lespig set a price of him, and then Keita come out and said they would much prefer a move to Manchester City than Liverpool. I don't know what Liverpool can do, guys. We have got Salah. I was hoping that that Keita would be the second transfer for us, but it's not looking like that's going to happen now. So unfortunate. Hopefully he doesn't turn up. Hopefully he does come to Liverpool. You know, comes to Liverpool, plays really well, and then Barcelona sign him. That's a perfect scenario. Or stays at Liverpool for life, you know. But what can you do, guys? Naby Keita more than likely prefers a move to Manchester City. We've got Ross Barkley. Tottenham are looking at him as a cut price transfer from Everton. As you guys do know, he didn't sign his contract. He didn't seem to be wanting to stay around with Everton, and a lot of clubs are looking at him, and it seems that Tottenham are going to go for him for around 25 mil and try and get him into the ranks at the at Tottenham. Everton fans, you're making a lot of moves in the transfer market as well, getting a lot of players, a lot of replacements. Do you think losing Barkley will impact the team, and do you think he'll do alright at Tottenham if Tottenham fans do watch my videos? Don't really know. Curious. Next one we've got, guys, is Sanchez. Not Dortmund, Munich have pulled out of this transfer. They were looking for him, and the reason being, guys, the money they were going to have to pay for Sanchez was going to be ridiculous for a 28-year-old player. Obviously, you're not going to get a return if you do resell him after the Bundesliga, and Bundesliga, if he leaves the Bundesliga and they paid 100 mil and they sell him for a cut price of like 30, then that's 70 mil, and I don't think they can make the impact there. So it looks like Munich have been outpriced from this transfer, so more than likely if Sanchez was to leave Arsenal, it's looking like Manchester City would be the destination of choice for him. We also have Lacazette and NEYMAR, two transfers which have been pending for a while, and Arsenal put bids in for these two players, and they were swiftly rejected by Monaco and Lyon for these players. And you know what Arsenal like with transfers, guys, like they put a bid in, say 40 million, and like, no, we want 41 mil. So what Arsenal do is they'll bid an extra £1, and then they'll get rejected. Now, Arsenal proving that they are doing work on the market, because this is a public refusal, but it'd be interesting to see if Arsenal do get any big names. They have got one, Kolasinac, anyway. He's an alright transfer, but the big marquee signings of Arsenal just going to play around in transfer market and just end up with the same team that they usually have at the start. Next one we got, guys, is Bafétimbi Gomis, ex-Swansea player, currently at Marseille, or was at Marseille, and now he has signed for Galatasaray in the Turkish league. Interesting one. We all know about the the racist stuff which goes on within the Turkish league, and he's going to be put himself in the direct firing line. So it'll be interesting to see how he reacts to that and whether he gets on well. But it's an interesting move for his career, and it's not just him who's signed for Galatasaray as well. There's also one more player which we'll see in a sec. We also have Jermaine Defoe. This one's been going on for weeks, months, and finally today, guys, he has become a Bournemouth player. Nice move for him, returning back to Bournemouth as well, and keeping his dream alive in getting some record-breaking stats within the Premier League. So good luck to Jermaine Defoe on his transfer in the Premier League. We also have Belhanda. He was the next transfer to go to Galatasaray as well. So they've signed Gomis and Galatasaray today, and they're the two players which have gone. We also have Belotti. Now, Manchester United have moved from Griezmann, Ronaldo, Harry Kane, and now the newspapers are stating that Belotti seems to be the #1 transfer target for Manchester United. Obviously a proven striker in the Serie A. Be interesting to see how he does get on. If in fact Manchester United do sign him, and yeah, don't know, United fans, would you be happy with getting Belotti over the likes of Griezmann, Ronaldo, and maybe Harry Kane as well? Interested. That's definitely a talking point for today. We have Karsdorp, I didn't really know much about this guy until he got a really fast Team of the Season card, which you guys can see on the screen now. He has signed for Roma in the right back position. A lot of questions have been asked about, well, what's going to happen to Florenzi now? There's one problem which happened to Florenzi. He is very, very good in fucking Ultimate Team. He was good in real life as well. But one problem is had back-to-back ACLs. and that is potentially a career ender as well. And with him being out for so long, AS Roma have gone for the replacement in Karsdorp to bring him into the Serie A. So it's going to be interesting to see the outcome of what's going to happen with Florenzi when he returns back after injury. But hopefully Karsdorp does have a pretty good season at Roma. We have Bruno Fernandes as well, close to completing his move to Sporting Lisbon. Can't remember is it an Italian club, and he's going to Lisbon again. We have Barini, shock transfer of the century. He is and was having a medical at Milan, of all people. So moving from Sunderland, I think it's Sunderland. Is it Sunderland? Sunderland shirt. Sunderland to Milan. Yeah, interesting one. Thoughts on that one, guys? It looks like Milan are about to get fleeced for about 9 million as well. It was shown that there was a few teams in the Serie A very interested in him, but it's looking like he's going to be a Milan player for the start of the season. Nathan Ake. You guys know that he started off the season at Bournemouth, was on loan from Chelsea, got recalled off loan to Chelsea, and now it's looking like Bournemouth are going to make it a full transfer and get him into the Bournemouth ranks. But I think Chelsea are going to try and add a buyback option into the contract for this one, so Chelsea will get first dibs if they ever were to buy him back. So a good move for Nathan Ake, getting a lot of time in the Premier League and hopefully getting tested a lot as well at Bournemouth. Next one, Michael Keane, ex-Manchester United player, currently doing his time at Burnley and Everton. Still pretty heavy in the transfer market, and they are close to agreeing a deal with Everton and Burnley to get Michael Keane's signature, so he could be a centre-back for Everton for the start of the season. And then we've got Martin de Roon as well, the Middlesbrough centre midfielder. His agent and the club claim that Manchester United are very interested in getting his signature. Interesting one. I'm curious to see your thoughts on this one, but apparently this one potentially could happen. And then the final one today, guys, is Manolas. We all thought the transfer to Chelsea was going to be off, but what happened is Manolas was going to go for a medical, I think yesterday, or the day before now, as this video does go live, with Zenit at 7 AM. He was going to turn up for a medical to complete the transfer and get it all done. He didn't turn up for that medical, and that alerted Chelsea to the chance that he may not potentially want to sign for Zenit, or something to do with personal terms. So it's up in the air where this guy is going to be for the start of the season, but I'm probably going to say he'll be at Chelsea in the centre-back position. That's my hope, because it's just a waste of an Ultimate Team card, guys, if he goes to the Russian League, because I don't know anyone who uses a Russian League team. So there we are, guys. Job over and done for today's Transfer Centre video. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like, rate, and subscribe if you're not. And the talking points for today, guys, we're going to go with Nemanja Matic, we're going to go with Karsdorp as well, and also probably Keane and Barini, Ake, and Belotti, and there was one on the transfer on the Arsenal transfers, I'm curious, and also Sanchez to potentially Manchester City, if in fact it's true that Munich have pulled out. So guys, do like, rate the video, subscribe if not, check out FootWiz for your fatal needs, and I'll be back later on today, guys, for a top 100 rewards. And just a hint, we get a Portuguese team in season walkout in it, which you guys might be very interested to see what happens.